I'm going to be honest. I thought here for a little bit, going, how do I make this interesting? How do I keep someone engaged? And what's the upshot? But there is an upshot, but it's not glamorous at all. So if you're watching this on your cell phone, I care about you because I care about this place. So about page legal RF exposure. Everybody loves their phone. They get dopamine hits. I was going to be like, why don't you say mean and hateful things to me and try to demote me? And that's still not helping. I mean, you get your dopamine hit, but you also get microwaved in the process. I can hear my younger self going, well, you gotta fucking die sometime. It's just not fair for the next generation. Children get 10 times more. You can see the model over environmental health trust. It doesn't matter what comes out of my mouth at all. I'm not trying to make money. I'm not trying to sell you a t-shirt. 1 pound of toxin for every pound of cotton. BT toxin. So I could tell you my story, but it makes no difference. When the FCC lost in court, arbitrary and capricious, because they didn't look at the vulnerability of children and pregnant women, and people want to engage in UFOs and Bigfoot. I don't get it. If you want something to dig into, this is it. For real. Like, it is the point of origin of everything. If you are microwaving your brain, how can you think? How can you really think? Fasting works. Reducing your EMF exposure works. Samuel Milham. I could sit here and spit facts all day. I'm not even reading from anything. I had something horrible happen to me, and I wanted to make sense of it. And Barry Trower made sense to it. His work with Fort Bragg, where the headsets and the frequency, the pulsating, that's the key to all this, is the pulsation. They would go home and beat their wives and their children in rage. And let me tell you, I experienced that. I got no sponsors for you. I don't want it. I want that $1 million prize for that post thing. That'd be nice, but that ain't gonna happen. I have no income. I'm waiting on Social Security. I have L4, L5 fusion, yada yada yada. It's about you and about your phone. You can buy the adapter that goes to uh, an internet cable, and you can bring it to your router, and you can shut your router off. You're not going anywhere. The microwaves are. You can test it if you got over a grand. Safe and Sound Pro meter, tested by a third party, 5G ready, but 5G is going to go to 6. And I could tell you about active denial system or Rayon and, you know, the 95 gigahertz that uses. It's microwaves. And it's going to be everywhere with 5G at 165 feet. And with Fast Track, they can put it outside your window. But guess what? Crickets. Everything. Pain and inflammation. If you got a cell phone up your head every day, all day, it's causing problems. Environmental health trust, blood-brain barrier, and many other things. I mean, just look at the 10,000 pages that they didn't even bother to look at. The FCC didn't even bother to look at it. I could tell you all day long about the 1980 rat study that our 1996 guideline uses today. But you love your phone. And I understand you love your children. There's no way I'm putting any guilt on you at all. There's a thing called the Lily Wave, and it rides on the 60 hertz power wire. You feel empowered when you use your phone. You feel empowered when you do a post. I'm going to stick it to them. I feel that energy, and that's the reason why I'm not talking to Grok anymore until I get a better internet connection, because that thing pisses me off. The only thing that's going in my head is fucking children are getting fucking blasted with this shit, and it takes its nature time or it lies to me. Oh, I get fucking hot. Go look at some of my other videos. Fucking crazy motherfucker, right? But man, when you know for a fact, because you watched fucking videos, hundreds of them, hundreds, uh, EMF Health Summit, I mean, literally hundreds of hours. And, it's all about the scientific method, my way. Like adding all the variables that you see, not just some. Like Tylenol. Hey, Tylenol makes your child autistic. If you didn't check for body voltage or power density, like Klinkart did in his 10K study, where he could actually go to the bedroom, take measurements, and give an assessment of whether or not she's going to have an autistic child. Or Peter Sullivan and his two autistic children that he reverted by reducing all that. The brain is electrical chemical. We are an electrical chemical being. But I got nothing to sell you. What am I going to sell you? A cell phone plan? Nope. But the children taking up 10 times more microwave radiation than an adult, and for the fact that we know that the brain is not even fully developed yet, and we're going to put microwaves up to it, we've been doing it for a while. And it's not going to get any better. It's going up even more. And that thing is still outdated and still lost in court. And it rides on a rat test where they blasted them with microwaves to the point where they couldn't push a food lever. And they cut that by 50 for the general public. They divided it by 10 for workers. That's not science. So that means if you're fasting and you're in a high EMF environment, make sure you write down the date that you started your fast, and learn to break it. Because look what happened to the rats. That's 4 kilowatt per gram of tissue. Yeah. You can ask Grok if you'd like. We could play a game if you'd like, but there's really no prizes at all. You could ask Grok down below, is cell phone safe for children? And you could see its answer, and then I'll answer it with environmental health trust facts, and we'll see what's up. Now, Grok, if you're listening to this video, if you recite WHO one time, I will post the video of Microwave Lies documentary. WHO wrote the fact sheet for the World Health Organization, and who is the head lady, and what are her credentials, and who is on the Cellcom industry, and then went over to the FCC. Captured agent, Harvard. Stuff like that. Or the Chicago Tribune, where they tested those phones and they exceeded anywhere between 3, 5, or more over. One was over 7 kilograms per body weight. I may be saying that wrong, but my time is up. But we can play though. Come on.